Hey there, howdy, hello ranters, welcome back to my channel if you're coming back, and welcome to my channel if you're not coming back. So, today I have been through a lot, spiritually, emotionally, mentally healing wise. I've been through a lot, in the last like 5-6 months in particular. But just overall the last 2 years, it's been kind of non-stop since my spiritual awakening. So, alright, so I thought I was going to do a heavier video about why I haven't been speaking my truth. But actually, let's talk about being vulnerable. So, being vulnerable lately to me has been something that has been extremely important and been put on the forefront by my guides and just like my life and everything, because I've had major heart chakra blockage issues and we're fixing those. I had a very good time today. I'm very proud of myself, and I am not ready yet to share as much as I thought I was ready to share yet on camera. So we're going to talk about being vulnerable and how that has made my life drastically better in just a very, very short period of time. Allow yourself to be vulnerable with yourself, then that causes other people, you to be more vulnerable with other people. If you create a safe space in yourself and with yourself that you tell yourself and that you allow yourself to feel things and have emotions and create this safe connection with yourself when you're alone, you'll start to be vulnerable and very open. And I was in the shower today and I had a great thing that I thought about and came to, and like I just started writing stuff on the shower wall, letting it go, and it was just very healing, very connecting, and it felt very empowering to do that. And like it was kind of like a release ritual, not gonna lie, but it was very nice. I needed it, and I had some other great stuff happen after that. Me being vulnerable right then in that moment in the whole shower is what allowed me to have that like moment of moments, because since then it's just gotten even better. It's just so many moments of empowering in this consistent whole energy. All I've been doing is kind of like healing and meditating, and like ever since then earlier today. If you can do one thing for yourself today right now, I would ask of you it to be vulnerable and create a safe space with yourself for you to be able to get out any emotions, thoughts, feelings, problems, or anything you have thought about out of your head. Whether you speak it to yourself, whether you write it down, whether you just feel it, whether you just sit in your own energy and you let yourself feel it. But you have to love yourself through it. You have to give by giving yourself this space, you allow the space to be able to also love yourself. And loving yourself while you're vulnerable creates this like magical feeling, I'm not gonna lie. And then like I feel like you have what happened here, because like I woke up this morning and I was super sick, did not feel good, and like this incense stick burning is really cool. It made a little like perfect swirl. There's magic going on all around us. And so when you're vulnerable with yourself and you create that safe space with yourself, that opens up more vulnerability and safeness with everyone else in your life, because we are all a reflection of each other. We are all consciously connected, and I am in a relationship with my twin flame, and let me tell you, like I didn't want to talk about the heavy stuff and we're not gonna, but being vulnerable with yourself when it comes to partnerships will allow for you to feel so much safer and be so much more open and vulnerable in the space that you create with that partner and that loved one. You'll be able to feel so much more safe and secure, and like you're able to speak your truth and the things that just come to your mind, like sexual ways, being vulnerable, and non-sexual ways, being vulnerable in every single way with your partner, no matter what comes up, thoughts, feelings, or emotion wise. If it is negative, you need to get it out of your head, and by getting it out of your head and sharing it with your partner is the most vulnerable and transparent thing you can do, I feel like, because then you can take it from there, and you also want to make sure you have a partner that makes you feel safe and vulnerable. If you've had energy that is opposite of that, and you yourself are trying to create that vulnerability for yourself so you can feel vulnerable with the people around you, make sure they all have your best interests in mind and that they want to feel you vulnerable so that you may live the best life that you can live. Talk about all of your fears, doubts, anxieties, worries. Did my baby stop breathing? Oh, I had a trigger from being cheated on in like another relationship, and because you're doing the same action like you got on your phone to my significant other, if that pops in my head, tell them it doesn't matter. You guys could be sitting there in the car like having a great conversation, but all of a sudden something can trigger you and it will pop up a negative thought into your head, and what you need to do is you need to talk to them, or you need to be in a space to be able to create that vulnerability and safe area with yourself so that you may express it, talk about it, and kind of feel it out for yourself and let it go and really just get it out of there. That is so important. So important to get these lower vibrational thoughts, energies, and feelings out of our mind. And then after they're out of our mind, we purge them out of our body. At least it's how it's going for me. It's going from conscious to subconscious, and then it's like my body is like purging it in a way. Because like the amount of times I had to blow my nose throughout the meditation I had earlier, wild. I am right here, right now, I am being as vulnerable as I could possibly be, and by saying that I'm being vulnerable, I feel even more vulnerable because like I was scared to record, and I've always been scared to record because my childhood programming has made me to believe that I am unworthy and undeserving, and it has also cause programming issues of where like I can't ever commit to something and finish it. I just get bored and jump to something else, and I lack confidence because of it, but not anymore, because this right here, right now, is me being vulnerable and me taking my power back. I'm a very powerful woman, and I will continue to be a very powerful woman and only take up like this much of the screen over here, but I feel amazing. I feel the best I have in such a long time. It's amazing, and I can say it's all thanks to me being vulnerable and letting myself through all the emotions and feelings and traumas and just things that come up when you're going through a healing process, and I am very proud of myself for that. And I'm also very grateful for the ability to be able to be here right now sharing this information with you, that it is so important to be vulnerable and to love yourself through your anxieties, your doubts, your fears, your traumas, your PTSD, literally anything that has ever happened to you that is negative and you think about and it affects you some way, and you might not even realize some things affect you because they go so far back that it's like such a root problem that you never know how something could affect you until you start becoming very conscious of your own thoughts and start asking yourself why do I feel like that, or why am I thinking like that? Like if you have a thought pop in your head, it's like you walk in the kitchen and your first thing is to like grab something that takes like less than 5 minutes versus actually cook something. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why you always have that feeling and you never want to cook, and then trace that back to your childhood, programming, and figure it out. I'm figuring it out, you can figure it out, we can all figure it out, and that's what's so beautiful about that. I really felt so inspired and so vulnerable feeling and confident, and I knew that I needed this, and I promised myself I would do this. So here I am, being vulnerable, telling you how important it is to be vulnerable to yourself and take care of yourself and love yourself through anything that triggers you or hurts you or harms you in any way, because that's all you are asking from yourself is for love, not from anybody else, but from you. You want your own love, and your life will get drastically better, I promise. Like, try just telling yourself you love yourself. If you are in a bad place and if you hate yourself and if you don't like yourself, I dare you, I triple dog dare you, triple dog dare you to, hello, I triple dog dare you to, I don't remember, my child's awake. So this is me signing off from being vulnerable and telling you how important it is to be vulnerable, and just something kind of quick and short really, because that's what I needed, and I'm okay with that, and I'm living for that, and I love that. And just because this is not how ideally, like, my ego picture perfect kind of self would want a video to go or want a video to be, I don't care. And that's what I have to say about that. And I hope you are having a great day, and I hope you are living your best life, and if you're not, I hope you are soon living your best life, and I hope I can help you get there. And I love you. Mwah.